You are probably evil, but there is hope. At least that's the title of my new article. Hi, I'm Stage and I do philosophy. So now you're here, I'm here, let's read the thing. You are probably evil, but there is hope. Evil isn't someone plotting in the dark corner. It's subtle, everyday, and often invisible. It's the denial of harm, the refusal to see the consequences of our actions, the blindness that lets us take from others without acknowledging it. We all do it. We harm, ignore, and erase without realizing it. And that is the true meaning of evil. You are the spider, own it. Everything is inherently neutral. Every event, every action. What makes it good or bad is our definition. Morticia Adams nailed it. Normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. The problem begins when we pretend we are not the spider, when we pretend we don't have an advantage, when we override reality to protect a self-image that makes us feel good. If we acknowledge that we are the spider, we also acknowledge the harm we cause. We notice that eating more than we need, buying more than we need, or taking pleasure at someone else's expense always has a cost. We see how our actions, breaking promises, ignoring someone's feelings, prioritizing ourselves over someone else affect others. That awareness doesn't make life impossible. It makes us conscious of the harm we create, and it gives us the power to act differently if we choose, or at least honor and respect another's sacrifice. Everyday evil isn't what you think. We are ashamed of what we want. We want to be right, but we are ashamed for it. We want to feel good about ourselves, but we blame ourselves for it. We want pleasure, satisfaction, joy, even when morality says it's selfish, even when it makes us feel bad. Owning these desires, even the shameful ones, changes everything. Acknowledging them forces us to hold space for the impact of our actions. We feel the pain we cause. We become conscious, deliberate, aware. And even if we don't change our choices, we own them fully. Pretending that our needs don't exist creates harm on both ends. For those whose needs are neglected and for ourselves. When we deny our desires, we send confusing signals. I want this, but I shouldn't. I want that, but it's bad to do it. We take a step forward, then a step back, and in doing so, we block ourselves from creating clearly, fully aligned with who we are. The spider knows the cost. Do you? At least the spider sees the fly. At least the spider knows the cost. True evil is blindness. True evil is denial. True evil is taking from the fly without recognizing it exists. Awareness is the key to freedom. Your desires, your needs, your selfishness, they are not inherently good or evil. What matters is whether you see the fly, whether you hold space for the impact of your actions, whether you acknowledge reality as it is. When you do, you stop hiding behind shame. You stop perpetuating everyday evil. You create consciously, deliberately, fully aligned with yourself. Be the spider, but see the fly. Own your desires, feel the weight, act consciously. This is awareness. This is freedom. You can read all my articles on Substack and Medium. My accounts are brand new, so I'm always happy when someone new shows up. You can also subscribe, so you will always get a notification when I release something new. Thank you for listening, and I hope you own your desires, you own your wishes, you own who you want to be, and I'll see you next time.